Good afternoon.
How are you?
I am excellent. I am also the wine lunatic. And tell us who you are.
I'm Michael Claypool, winemaker at Clay Pigeon Winery.
Excellent. So that's where the clay and the clay pigeon comes from.
Exactly. Thank you. You're one of few who got that, to be honest. Yeah.
And we've actually eaten at your restaurant, which was fantastic.
Oh, that's great. Thank you very much. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, Cyril's, which is what we named the restaurant after my wife's grandfather. So the second wine, like I said, we're releasing today is the 2013 Cab Franc. So this wine we basically we also make a Syrah, and this is from the same vineyard. They have a very small parcel. It's kind of in a little bit of a valley in their vineyard that they planted the Cab Franc in. So it kind of keeps it a little bit cooler. Which is what I really enjoy about it because it still has a lot of that herbaceous kind of note that, to me, I equate with like old world Cab Francs. With this, we basically brought in and largely just left it alone. Went into second use French and put about half of it in double barrel, to kind of just let it even slow down the aging a bit more, and aged it for about 16 months before we bottled.
Excellent. So, do you have any opinion on the movie Sideways, which kind of dissed Cab Francs?
I will tell you something. I've come never to expect greatness from a Cab Franc, and this one is no different. It's kind of a hollow, flabby, overripe.
I don't know. Tastes pretty good to me.
But here's my counter on that. But do you also realize that the wine is his special wine that he drinks is Cheval Blanc, which is Cab Franc, and then a little bit of Merlot, depending on the year.
Star would be a 1961 Cheval Blanc.
Did that ever dawn on you? Like, that struck me as being a very either ingenious moment of like even he undercuts himself, or it was a continuity problem that they should not have used Cheval Blanc as their halo wine. That's my one thing. But no, I've always loved Cab Franc, and in fact, the style of Cab Franc I like is usually more right bank, like in the Cheval or in that side. And actually, the wine I'm trying to base this on was actually from New York State. So when I lived in New York and I was a sommelier, there was a vineyard called Schneider Vineyard, and Bruce made a 2001 100% Cab Franc that was much more like Bordeaux style than like Loire style, a little richer mouthfeel. That was stunning. It was one of the best wines it was like that was one of my little epiphany wines. And I remember I worked at a restaurant called Blue Hill at Stone Barns, and I sold it like crazy. It was one of my number one selling wines because I just found it to be a fantastic, unusual yet very classic in its own way wine, because most people just don't know Cab Franc, and it's just too bad. But, yeah.
No, I agree. I love Cab Franc, and yet you don't see it that often.
I agree.
It's always Cab Sauv.
It's always Cab Sauv. Now sommeliers are, the last 5 years bringing Cab Francs over from Loire, getting a lot more of the Chenons and the coming through, which is great. That's awesome. I'm glad to see it come over. But I think we're going to see that start to happen more and more with New World, and then even like people starting probably on right bank Bordeaux, like doing more Cab Franc focused. Because it's a fun grape. And I mean, if you like that profile, there's a lot of people who don't. They don't like the herbaceous. They want it big and bold and, as I say, punchy in the face. And
well, I like that too. Mourved's actually my favorite varietal.
Yeah.
But I like Cab Francs too. So.
Yeah, I agree. Mourved, like a Bandol, like an old world, like awesome wines. Like, yeah. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Have you even tried it? I don't even know.
And here we go. Ooh, I love it. Excellent. Excellent. You want to try? Do you want to try? Lunatic, lunatic.